Hi class, this video I wanted to walk through how to get started on quiz one. And so I guess the first step is finding the quiz questions. First half of these questions are just from the reading that you did in the syllabus, generic questions about multiple choice, about some of the content that we learned. But toward the end of this, there are some questions that are about using R, this program that you've been introduced to, and specifically an R script. As we discussed in the last video, which you should watch if you haven't already, an R script is like a document that contains instructions or code that you can write, and you can save it, you can edit it. And an advantage of this is that I can also give an R script to you and it can import some of the work, so you don't have to type out everything manually. So for this quiz, there's just 5 questions that I'd like you to kind of get practice using R to answer. These are all pretty easy. You don't have to use R, but it'd be good practice to use R to do it. And so let's get started. So the first step is to find this link to open the R script in RStudio. You're going to need to access this. It's on Dropbox, which is just a way to host files. And here are the instructions. You can kind of see, so maybe it looks familiar if you watched the last video. We have these numbers here that indicate the row, and then some of these hashtags here to indicate comments, and then some basic math instructions. You're going to want to get this file into RStudio. And a couple different ways to do that. One way, you can just kind of copy the text. Just going to do Command C to copy it. You can also right click and copy this. And I'm going to create a new R script here. A little plus button up here. Click R script. And I can do Command V because I'm on a Mac, or right click paste. And the R script gets pasted in there. Cool. And then I can, save this document later if I want to. The other way to do it, which, maybe save some time, is up here. There's a download button on Dropbox. If you click this, it kind of prompts you to log in or sign up. You don't need to do this. Sort of a good example of user design that tricks people into logging in or signing up. Down here at the very bottom, you can or continue with download only. You can click that and it will download this file to your hard drive, and then you need to find it open it in RStudio. I would recommend kind of going to RStudio, File, Open File. And this is in my downloads folder, quiz1r, click open, and then the same script pops open. These are, 2 different files. quiz1.r is the saved file that I downloaded. Untitled1 is this other one here that I copied and pasted. And yeah, either way you do it, whatever works for you. If you do it this way, Untitled1, I would make sure to save this. So you can go File, click File, and Save. You can use a shortcut. On a Mac, it's Command S, or you can click the little old hard disk icon and then save it here. And I'll just call it like, quiz one professor example. Cool. Hit enter and save. And then that saves that R script we talked about before. All right. And then, again, I have these instructions here. So part 1, R is a calculator. Again, some basic math. And, because I've given you these instructions, you can just run these commands. You can click the run button here, and it will send 1 plus 1 from the script up here down to the console. And we can see 1 plus 1 is 2. And there's that index again. There's one thing that the answer is 2. Multiplication, 5 asterisk 5, get 25. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Some of this other notation, this little colon here, will count between the numbers 1 through 10. And if I run this, it will tell me that these are the numbers between 1 and 10. And next week we'll spend more time talking about R and some functions that you can do. The sum function just counts, kind of adds things up, whatever's inside of here. So it's going to add up 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. And that is 55. Cool. So, this is the script. Your quiz questions are here. The last part of your quiz 1. And so to start this, you would use R. What is 6 times 8? Well, I know that I'm going to do 6 times 8 to get that. And then I'll run this. I think I've been doing the shortcut Command return for running the code, but you can also click over here to click the run. If you highlight this over, it'll show you run the current line or selection, and then in parentheses, it shows you what the shortcut is. So I'll get in the habit of using that shortcut, Command return, and you get 48, which is the right answer. I think. I don't know. This always gave me trouble when I was a kid. So nice to have the computer do it for me. All right. And then, you submit that answer to the Canvas quiz or P-Courses quiz. All right. Hope that helped. I'm going to go ahead and save my work as I told you all to do. And yeah, good luck on the quiz.